Welcome back to Programming in Minutes. Today we're going to create an ASP.NET Core with React application. And we're going to show how to debug the server-side code, the .NET Core server-side code. And we're going to show how to debug the client side, the single-page application side, the React application. Before we get started, we need a couple applications installed. We need to make sure we have Node.js installed. If you don't already have it, you can go to nodejs.org. And then the second thing we need is Chrome. If you don't have that, you can go to Google, search for Chrome, and install that. So let's get started. So I'm going to go and install Node. I'm at nodejs.org. Depending on what operating system you use, you can a Mac, a Windows, or a Linux. I'm using a Windows 64-bit, so I'll go ahead and download that. Okay, once it's downloaded, I'm going to go to the folder where I downloaded to, and I'm going to run Node.js installation. I'll go and click on next. I'll accept, next, 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 and install. I'll go ahead and accept this. Okay, it's done. I'll click on finish. Now that we have Node.js installed, the next thing we need is we need to install Chrome. So I'm going to go to google.com and I'll search for, dismiss that, I'll search for Chrome. I'll select download now. Download Chrome, accept and install. Go ahead and just run it. Okay, Chrome is now installed. And we're ready to get started. Let's go ahead and close this. Now let's open up your VS Code if you don't already have it open. Okay, I'm going to close this out and start a fresh VS Code window. And so let's go to your terminal window. And let's just verify that we have Node installed. I'll run the command node -v. Okay, and it was installed with version 12.13.1. So navigate to the folder where you want to create your project in, and I'm going to create mine under dev. Create a folder called MVC React. Change directory into that, MVC React. And to create a new project using .NET, let's run the command .NET new -l and see our list of project templates. Okay, and today we're going to use .NET Core with React, or React for short. So run the command .NET create React. I'm sorry, that's .NET new React. Okay, once that's done, let's go and open that folder. Click on File, open folder, MVC React was the one we just created. In the Explore tab, you'll see the project, MVC React. It created a client app for us. That's where our React source code lives. And then we have the controller. This is going to be all our server-side .NET Core codes. And it looks like it generated one REST API for us. There's a REST call for HTTP GET, and it looks like it just generates some sample data. The next thing we will need is we need to install the rimwrap package with npm. Rimwrap is an executable that is mainly being used to clean up the node packages. So I'm going to go back to the terminal. And run the command install rimwrap, npm install rimwrap. npm install rimwrap. Okay, once that's installed, we got here on the right, you're missing C# extension. I'll go ahead and I already have it installed, so let's go double check. I already have C# extension installed. The other extension we will need is the debugger for Chrome. So go to your extensions tab. So we need a couple extensions. One is C# for VS Code. If you don't have it, you can just search for it here and install that. The next thing is we'll need is a debugger for Chrome. This one here. I'll select that and install. This will give us the ability to debug the client side. Okay, once that's installed, let's go back to the Explore tab. And let's go back to the Debug tab, and we need to generate a launch JSON file for debugging. So go to your Debug tab again and click on the settings here. Select the .NET Core environment and generate a new file called launch.json. And this is just a configuration to how you want to debug your application. So now we can go ahead and click on Start Debugging. Depending on what is your default browser, in my case, my default one is Microsoft Edge, so it's going to open that automatically once it's done building. This may take a while if you're running this for the very first time. Okay, so it's done building and it just launched the application. And you'll notice for the, there's a certificate error here because it by default it created a developer certificate, which is not a real one. So you're going to see a little certificate error. If you want to get rid of this, look at my other video. One of my other videos that shows you how to accept to trust this new certificate or to configure it to not use HTTPS. Looks like Node.js was trying to use the internet, so we'll allow it to bypass the firewall. And so we're back on the application page. I'm going to go ahead and ignore the certificate error, go to detail, and go on to the web page. So here's the default application that was created for us. Is our typical Hello World application. There's several links here. There's a home, which is this page. There's a counter that this is all running on the client. It's as a single page application. So client increment here. It's just executing all the code on the client side. And then there's a fetch data that will actually make a service call back to our REST API that's running with .NET Core. So let's go see if we can put a breakpoint on the server side. And so I'm going to go back to the Explorer window, the Explorer tab, and I'm going to go to the .NET Core source code. Under controller, there's a controller called weather forecast. I'll open that, and it looks like we have one API call, and that is the get weather. So I'm going to go ahead and put a breakpoint here, and let's go back to our edge, and let's refresh the page. And it looks like it just hit a breakpoint, and from here we can debug the code, we can step over, we can look at any local variables or add any variables to the watch list. I'm just going to let it run. Again, this is all happening on the server side. If you want to create and if you want to debug on the client side, we needed the debug for Chrome, which we already have installed here, and one other changes we need to make. Let's go back to the Explorer window tab again, go to VS Code, and go find that launch JSON. Towards the middle, there's a section for server ready action. Right now, the action is set to open externally, and this is just going to open using the default browser. If you want to debug with Chrome, we need a different command. We need to set it to use debug with Chrome. So I'll go ahead and change this. Debug with Chrome. Go ahead and save it. So then at the next time we run the debugger, it will launch Chrome instead of Edge. Start debugging. Okay, now I started the same application, but now we're running it with Chrome. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Advanced and select to proceed to the localhost anyway. Okay, we'll see the same application that we saw earlier, but now what we're going to do is we're going to put a breakpoint on the client side code. So let's go to the Explorer tab, and let's go find the React application source code. It's under Client App. I'm going to go to Source, Components, and I'm going to select Counter. And let's put a breakpoint on increment counter. Now let's go back to Chrome. We're going to switch to Counter and click on Increment. And it just hit a breakpoint here. Again, now we're debugging on the client side. We can step over, step into, and monitor any variables. I'll go ahead and continue. Okay, we just created a new ASP.NET Core with React, and we saw how to create the application and debug on the server side, the .NET Core code, and we saw how to debug the client side, the SPA React source code.